going off and killing a couple of the Dragoons there. Stasis going down right before that Arbiter dies, only capturing one Siege Tank, but hey, and something's better than nothing. And now Siege Tank's going to the left side of the base at the 9 o'clock position, going to try and take down this base at the same time as he's trying to defend the right base. So both players have a base at risk right now. The defenses for both players at both bases are just about dead. Both players could be losing their bases here at the 9 o'clock position and the 4 o'clock position for Boxer, and Boxer has got a couple Siege Tanks trying to move into position, and now we're seeing Anytime respond with a bunch of Zealots as well as a few Dragoons here, and he might be able to clear this out. Most of the tanks on the top are dead right now, and just a couple left at the bottom, and Anytime looks like he's focused firing this command center. I think this command center actually is going to go down. It's going so close, it's almost dead. Boxer needs to try and repair it. If Boxer was repairing with all those SCVs rather than mining, he might have actually been able to save it, but unfortunately that command center does go down, and that is huge because that is the 4th base for Boxer, and he does not have a main since, well, it's mined out, and his natural should be just about mined out. So right now he's really only mining off of one base, and since he never took a 5th or a 6th base at the left side of the map at the 8 o'clock or the 7 o'clock position, he's definitely not in a very good spot right now, not mining from a whole lot of anything. He's going to have to wait for this command center to go up, and he's going to be dependent pretty much completely on the bank right now in terms of his mineral usage. And now Anytime continuing to push here at the 4 o'clock position or the 3 o'clock position, and he's just charging in here, and he's going to be able to take down these tanks again, mind dragging against these tanks, taking down another one. He's going to be able to take down this tank as well. There's just no vulture support, no blocking at all for this tank. That tank goes down. The command center was forced to cancel, and this entire base is going down. And again, Boxer countering at the 9 o'clock position. This time he might be even more successful here. Got a lot of vultures as well as a bunch of tanks, and they might be trading bases here for sure, but unfortunately that leaves Anytime in a pretty darn good spot because he'll still be mining off of 4 bases, well, 3 bases and whatever's left of his natural, considering he did get the 2 o'clock position back up and running. That nexus should be just about complete, if not completed already, and he should be able to do a big-time probe transfer from his main or from his natural, since both of those places are now mined out. He certainly has the probes in order to do that. And now Boxer, after taking down the 9 o'clock position, going to start tanking the 10 o'clock position, going to try and take that down and try and even this game out a little bit. If he's able to take down the 10 o'clock position and pulse these Arbiters, he might be in a good spot. But EMP is going down, one Stasis going off, capturing a couple Vultures and an SCV, nothing important there. And the other Arbiters were Stasis, or EMP'd, sorry. So one Arbiter does go down to turret fire, and the other Arbiter almost dead, and the Stasis not doing much of anything. Great job by Boxer being able to EMP there, and Anytime stasising the wrong spot or something. It was not pretty. And now we've got a couple of probes looking across the geyser at a couple of SCVs until a little bit of a standoff until the Vultures come and pick them off. And really, that's just a massacre. That's not even like that's not a fight. That's just a massacre. But it looks like Boxer's going to try and take that base again. And actually, the Arbiter's coming in and stasising the Science Vessel as well as a couple units underneath, but not enough forces for Anytime to really push in at that position and stop Boxer from taking it. But I don't see Boxer starting a command center there. He really needs to get another base up. I don't see him starting either the 7 or the 8 o'clock position. Oddly enough, I don't know what his plan here is for another expansion, because he really needs to get another base here, and it doesn't look like he's even constructing one at the moment, so this is a little bit interesting. Boxer moving in at the 10 o'clock position. He dematrixed his siege tank, which was great, because those Dragoons were shooting at the siege tanks, and therefore not really doing much of anything. And now, Anytime not getting enough observers, I don't feel, and he's just wandering into mines, losing a lot of Dragoons on that bridge to mines and to siege tank fire, and now he's coming in with a big Dragoon force, going to try and save this this base, and now he's being forced to try and work his way up the ramp that's blocked by an SCV. He finally does break it, and here comes the SCV, or the Zealot trying to drag everything through. No mines though, and not able to do any mine drags, but there are enough Dragoons that they're going to be able to just wander up the map, go right next to the tanks and take them down. Yeah, all those tanks are going to go down, and now Boxer going for the 2 o'clock position, going to try and take this down while Anytime's at the left side of the map. It's like whenever one of them is on one side of the map, the other person goes to the other side of the map, and they're just like exchanging fire. This is a hectic game, an awesome game. All the probes are down or retreated by Anytime, and this base might actually go down here at the 2 o'clock position, just about dead. Yeah, that base is going to go down. That entire base is falling, so Anytime loses that base, but Boxer still does not have. It still doesn't look like he put up the base at the 4 o'clock position. I don't see the blob that you expect to see in the spot for the command center. I might be reading the mini map wrong, and he still has not thrown up a base at the 7 or 8 o'clock position. So he's still only mining off the one base at the 5 o'clock position across that ramp. And I don't like his economic position. Okay, I take that back. He did take that base at the 4 o'clock position. It just looks looks weird. So, but he did take it. So he is mining from that position. Whereas now, Anytime actually is at the point where he's only mining off of 1.5 bases now. He's got the mineral only at the top right. That's got to be close to close to done, and he's got his base at the 10 o'clock position, which is across the bridges. So this is a very hectic game of just back and forth play between these players as they attack each other's base simultaneously and then use their reinforcements to try and defend. And we've seen varying success from both players. Sometimes, for a couple times in a row, it looked like Anytime was in a pretty decent advantage and was doing a great job. And then now Boxer's worked his way, I think, back into this game, and it's very close once again. And now it looks like Anytime's moving on the left side of the map, going to try and reestablish this 9 o'clock base maybe. Going to take down the units and the buildings that Boxer's put in there, and then maybe try and retake it, because he really does need another base. Bunch of tanks here, but they're all going to go down to Zealots very easily. And yeah, that's just about cleared out. Some vultures coming in here to try and do some harass. They're actually going to go to the 10 o'clock position and try and pick off as many probes as they can. And there's only one cannon there, so they should be able to pick off several probes here. I think they picked off 5, 6 probes already, if not more. Something, maybe even more than that. They might have even picked off like something like 7 or 8 probes. That's a lot of probes that went down for Anytime, unfortunately. Yeah, his main is mined out, his natural is pretty much mined out, his the base at the top right is mined out, so he's only mining off of the 10 o'clock base right now. Boxer's mining off of the 4 o'clock base, and actually that's it. The base at the 5 o'clock position might be mined out as well. So both players are definitely going into the late game. Boxer lifting off his base from his natural expansion to going to the bottom left, going to that the mineral only that's down there. And now we're seeing Boxer's first-person view with those vultures, trying to do some vulture harass, building a lot of vultures here. And now we're going to see, yeah, the observer for Anytime is there, so it's going to see when that command center lands, so he's going to know what's going on. And here comes some more vultures into the 10 o'clock base. They're going to do some more damage, picking off some more probes yet again. And that is just so annoying for Anytime. And we're looking at Anytime's first-person view, and you can see 299 minerals, 401 gas. He just does not have the resources to really devote to more cannon in this type of game right now. And he's just not in a very good spot right now, building a lot of probes and building arbiters. And I believe that that's about it at the moment until he gets some decent intake. I think that's all he's really going to be building. And now we're seeing Anytime out the left side of the map at about the 7 o'clock position or so, the 8 o'clock position. He looks like he's ready to attack that 7 o'clock base. If he can take down that command center, that'd be awesome for him. But Barracks is there floating and allowing Boxer to siege up and attack from inside, from across the canyon there. And I don't think this is going to be very successful for Anytime at all. Yeah, not at all. He's taking a lot of hits, losing a couple Dragoons there, and being forced to retreat. And now more vultures for Boxer, going to kill off more probes at this base at the 10 o'clock position. There's only one probe even left. There's nothing, absolutely nothing doing for Anytime here, and he's just not being allowed to mine, not being allowed to produce anything. You know, it's just a god-awful position for him. It's really unfortunate. He's got a big Zealot army, he's got some Dragoons, and he's still got these couple Arbiters, so he's still not, his army is not tiny by any stretch of the means right now. But his economy is just in shambles. He's working off of one base, and that one base even is not being really allowed to mine. So he's not looking real good right now. On the other hand, Boxer is still mining completely from one base, and he's got that mineral only up and running. Here comes Anytime for a big attack here, and his Arbiter does get EMP'd. A good mine drag there, but I don't think the Zealots are getting in among all of the tanks, but the Zealots do go down. There aren't any more Zealots left, and now there are Dragoons, and I don't think this is going to succeed. This is not going to succeed. There's Goliaths there too, now popping out the Arbiters, and there's GG from Anytime, and what was a very, very entertaining and awesome game by both players. Both players really giving us a fantastic show. And that was awesome to see. I'm sure everyone is happy to see Boxer get a win here. That was pretty awesome. Boxer beat Reach, and now he beat Anytime, taking down 2 very solid, very good Protoss players in Reach and Anytime here in the Heritage League. And certainly, Anytime being respectful, shaking the hand of Boxer, both players. Once again, I love this league because you've got so many classy players, so many good guys that you want to see succeed, and they all respect each other. It's a wonderful thing to see. And fortunately, that's it here from day 2. Not unable to find an Isle of OV Savior game. I don't know why that wasn't around, but it wasn't. So we will see you next time. It's going to be day 3. Is going to be on the 21st. I don't know when I'll cast it, but that's when it's being played, and so I will cast it sometime after that. I hope you enjoyed all of these games. I certainly enjoyed casting them, and I will see you later. This is Deja Vu signing out.